Hello, welcome to the short lab coding. Today I would like to show you how to use ctypes to access strings and how to clear strings from memory. Here's my example. I would like to store my hash from my secret. So I create a secret variable, assign my super strong secret to it, create the hash, and store the hash in the database. But this is only an example, so I will not do it. I would like to print the hash and print the secret itself. As you can see, the hash is created and the password is still in the memory. So I am able to access the secret variable and print my password. Okay, I can delete this reference. So let's delete the secret. And now I am not able to access to the secret because the name secret is not defined. But this does not mean that this password does not exist in the memory. I will use this. So we can use the ID to get the location of the address of the memory that our secret exists. Not if, ID. Let's call it location. And I can just print this location of secret location. So we have still the error that secret is not defined because there's a deletion of the reference. But we know that the address of the secret is some number. Maybe we can use the text representation of it. It's more familiar when using memory. Okay. And what's the problem? It's maybe not a problem. It's something that we need to keep in mind, that I am able to access this memory location without using the secret reference. So what can I do? I can import ctypes. Import ctypes. And after deletion, I can use ctypes string at our location, and the next parameter is size. Let's do it with 200 as for now. And yeah, I have ctype string at location, and let's run this code. Nothing happens because I need to print this. Print. So print ctype string at location, that is our location. Keep in mind that we delete the reference before this print. Okay, a lot of things happens. So we have the hashed password, we have the location of our secret. This is the memory address. This is the string that comes from ctype string at. And the error still appears because secret is not defined. So there's a lot of bytes here. As you can see, there's some unknown things here, but keep in mind that we have the password in plain text here. And this can be used somehow. Should we care about storing the password in our memory? In most cases, no. But keep in mind that someone might gain access to your program, for example, using the buffer overflow, and scans your memory and finds this password. Your password might be in the section of memory called the swap file, which will survive after reboot of the server or computer. So there's a chance to see the password in plain text view after your program was used before rebooting even. And yeah, there's a lot of way to access the memory. So what can we do? Or maybe let's prettify this in advance. So we would like to call the ctype string at location, but we do not want to see things that it's not relevant for us. So the size of the string is, in general, it's a len of our secret, but currently it's unknown. So let's do it like that. Size is equal to len of our secret plus 1. Why plus 1? Because we are going to use the ctypes. And each string in C contains the end of string character, like that one. So we'll need to increase our size by 1. So we can use the size to define the size of our string. But what exactly is things on the beginning of our location? This is the Python object thingy. So there's the information about the type, about the references, and so on. To get the calculation of this, we can use something like size library. Sorry, import. Now we can use something like location. Location is the ID of our secret. We'll need to increment it with this get size of size of our string secret, and now we can try to print it. This is not our string. Why? Because we iterate for the size of all object. So we need to get back to our string by typing minus size. And now size is not defined, and that's true because size is defined in the wrong order. Okay. So we have our hash, our password location. We delete our secret, and we are printing the string at our memory location that it's password. So after deleting the reference, we are still able to find the plain text password string in our memory. Someone may call that there's a garbage collector in Python that can fix this problem. So let's try. Import PC. Oh, here, the reference is destroyed. There's no more reference to the, I will, just in case, delete this print statement. I can call garbage collector.collect, call our function. So after deleting the reference, after calling the garbage collector, I am still able to print the password from the memory. Okay, so let's delete the gc garbage all list. I'm still able to read the password from our memory. So is there any way to delete the password from this particular memory allocation? To do that, we need to use our to use the Python PyString objects for that. So let's define one. Let's create the class PyString object. I will need to import ctypes, ctypes structure and create fields in our class that will be, we can always navigate to the Python documentation for the common object structures, and we can find that the access to the members must be done using the macros reference count, type, and size. So let's create one. Let's create the object reference count that will be equal to ctypes c size t. Let's create the object type that will be ctypes pi object type pi object, and create the last one, object size. That will be ctypes c size t. Okay, so we have the pi string object. So this is the representation of the Python string in the ctypes. What we can do now to clear the password. Maybe let's define the function. Define clear string. That will take our secret, let's call it text, that will be a string, and the function will return none. Okay. So what we will need to do to clear the string? We'll need to calculate the size of it. So as before, we can call the len text +1 goes the end of string character. Now we can calculate string header offset. That will be the size of our PyString object. So location is equal to id text plus this get size of text minus size. Now, as we can see in the common object structures documentation, there's a size member of the class that gives us the information about the size of the objects that is a part of this class. So for example, if I have a secret string, I will get the notification that my secret contains 8 characters. So we will also need to clean this information before processing, because if I clear only the password from memory, the memory still will contain the information that my password was 8 characters. Okay, so what should we do? So let's create our string object. Let's use our PyString object from address, and we should use the id of text. So as I mentioned, we need to clear the information about string length. This is string object dot object size. Let's make it equal 0. Yeah, object size, make the object size equal to 0. Now we can call ctypes memset. This is the C library that will overwrite our memory destination. So we would like to use the only string location of the memory. So let's call it location. Second parameter is the value that we would like to write in the memory. So let's use 0 and the size of it. So let's go with the size. And now we can, if everything is fine, we can call this function. So let's not delete the secret. I will remove the garbage collector. So let's call the clear string on our secret. And now let's see what is going to happen. So we have our hash, we have the location of the secret, and we have the string, but currently it contains only 00. Let's check if this is our function. So if we would like to not use the 0, let's use 1 for memset this location. Now we have 1, but it's more safe to use 0 because if we are going to use the different value, we will need to remember to add the end of string character at the end of our string, just to not crash our application. Okay, so this is an example how we can clear the string from memory using the ctypes. We can all, of course, create the decorator for the function to do it stuff like that for us. Okay, maybe let's create the function that will save the password. Def find save come on, password string returns none, and okay, we can just return from this function. Okay, so let's try it once again. So let's call all of our function save password using the secret. I will write a print here. Print saving password. Yeah, so we have the saving password. Okay, so what can I do? I can write the decorator for this function to clear my string. So let's go with def clear. Let's clear specific. Let's assume that we are going to pass the keywords only. Keys to clear. Let's write decorator. Our function. Let's create the proper and now let's iterate for our parameters. So we are going to pass the keys that will contain the keys of the strings. So for key and keys to clear, we'll need to check if key as in our keyword arguments of our function, and the type of this keyword argument is string. If it's, you can call the clear string to this keyword parameter. And here on the level of 4, we need to call our function. Keyword arguments. Wait. Proper. And on that level, return operator. So now we can use this as decorator for our function. I would like to have decorator for this function. Here specific, write the specific name of it. So that's password. Let's call it, so we have the location of secret, saving password, and password. But it's not cleared from our memory, so something is wrong. What? We need to use this as a keyword parameter, password. Yes, as you can see, there's no password in the memory. We can enforce this on the safe password level. So let's go to the safe password definition. Let's write the star. Yeah, and now we will not be able to use our function with the secret. So we will be ready for that. So let's see if I am able to print the password here. Print password. I am not. So we will need to change the order here because we need to clear the string after the function execution, just to be able to save the string in the to operate on this string inside, because otherwise it will be not useful. Yeah, so let's see our password. We have print digest, we have the print of the memory location. We are going to print the password. This is password. This is saving password notification. This is we are trying to print the location, and it's 00. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Bye bye.